Guys, it's DarkArmedAlliance, and today I'm going to be opening up one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Pendulum structure decks and talking a little bit about how it's going to be affecting the meta and just kind of the general structure deck. And if you could actually make your money back on this, which I will go ahead and say yes. For $10, yes, you can make your money back. And if you hold the cards for a little while when this goes out of print, oh yeah, you'll be able to make your money back. So without further ado, let's get on into it, even though I'm already like halfway into the box. So first off, you will get a rule book and you'll get a Master Pendulum's structure deck. I will say that I'm not a big fan of the new pendulum mechanic. I think Pepe is broken. I really do think that Pepe is broken as hell. I will try and be doing a budget deck profile, a Performa Pals mixed with Pendulum Magicians, which I think would be actually kind of interesting. And for this, we will be using our Master of Pendulum mat. I hate these mats. I wish they'd give us rubber ones. That'd be so nice. Let's see if I can get that to focus. Come on, focus. Focus. Oh, whatever. Anyways, so we will start out with our structure deck, and we will see what we get in here, even though I already know what we get in here, but hey, let's show it off and talk about it a little bit. It does have some pretty good staples in here, and you wouldn't think it, but Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon it's a fairly good card that you can use in a lot of other decks besides this, because it's a rank 7. So first off, we get a Odd Eyes Meteor Burst Dragon. That's pretty cool. It's a generic synchro. It's nice for a beginner if you wanted it, and it goes with the Odd Eyes theme when you get out Vortex with this sort of deck. You get an Odd Eyes Absolute, which these two actually do go in pretty harmonizing unison, which is pretty good. Then you get a Noble Dragon Magician. Noble Dragon Magician is pretty much a one-of if you're going to play it at all. It's the tuner that helps you make them, but a lot of people play Drago Slayer thing. Then you get an Oath Dragon Magician. Pretty good 3-of. I would be testing it at 3 when I make that budget deck, if I do make that budget deck. Then you get a Wisdom Eye Magician. Pretty good card. Pretty much searches out all your other pendulums. This pops monsters. This pops spells by discarding a card. This is the card that you're going to make your money back on. And that is a Performa Pal Skullbat Chromebat Joker. He's going up to about $5 now on his own, and I think he'll even rise higher if Pendulum Magicians don't really get touched, or Performa Pals don't get touched, or he doesn't get touched in particular, because he's a 3-of, because he's pretty much a Stratos of the deck. When he's normal summoned, you can add a Performa Pal monster, Magician, or Pendulum monster, or an Odd Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. Come on. Really? All that search off of one card that's going to go to your extra deck with 1,800, yet Stratos is still banned? Come on, Konami. Let's think about this. Then you get a Stargazer and Time Gazer. They're just cool. It's the nostalgic purpose for it, because it was Yugioh's first too. Then you get a Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. I refused to buy this when it was $20, and it was just an ultra rare secret rare, or an ultimate rare secret rare. I thought it was ridiculous, and I knew it was going to get reprinted because it was the main monster. So here you go, common version, called it. Then you get a Performa Pal Silver Claw, which is pretty cool. He was kind of hyped up because that 300 boost, kind of. But yeah. Then you get another Performa Pal card, not very good. Then you get a Trump Witch. I've teched this in to my girlfriend's Fluffles just to test it, and it's all right. It's actually all right to search out your polymerization. That's pretty much what it does. You tribute this, add a polymerization. Helps out with the Rune Eyes plays. Then you have just a, light version of Dark Arm Dragon. Go figure. Chaos Hunter, kind of a cool card. Has a fun mechanic. When your opponent special summons a monster during the damage step, except during the damage step, you can discard one card to special summon it. Kind of good concept, but your opponent cannot banish cards, so it's a walking Imperial Iron Wall. Kind of good. Fusion Dragon, the dual mode beast, meh. Normal summon it. It used to be played in a lot of skill drain decks. Not really needed. Lila, that's a fun reprint. This is going to be, I think it's going to help out a lot in the future, but with Twin Twister out now, maybe not as much. Fencing Fire Ferret, or Fetching Fire Ferret. Yeah, Fencing Fire Ferret. Pretty good card. Used to be a great side deck card, not so much anymore. Then when you have all the Familiar Possessor sideboard cards, or their animals, they're pretty good. If you have control spellcaster, you can special summon any of them. So, whatever, they're good for rank 4s. You get a Goblinberg, pretty good, helps you with rank 4 plays. Urbellum, not so good. Magna Dragon, not Mango Dragon, Magna Drago, not very good. Recover, I've heard people trying to tech this in for, what's it called? Naturia Beast. I could see it if this is in. Let me read it. If this card is in your graveyard and your opponent has 5 or more cards in their extra deck, or 5 more cards than you do in your extra deck, you get to pay 2,000 life points to special summon this. If you're playing in a mirror match and you're not playing Pendulums, this could come in handy. I would just sideboard it. Sky Eris, pretty good card. I see it as either a 2 or 3 of in a lot of the Odd Eyes variants with this. It does help out, but it's a 2 of definitely in the Perform Pal and a 3 of in the Odd Eyes. Pendulum Call, going to be broken as hell. Discard 1 card, add 2 Magician monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. Okay, let me have my scale for free. Almost. It's a good card. I'll say that. Pendulum Shuffle, not very good. Just kind of level or changes your scale levels. Pendulum Rising, it's okay card. Whatever. Sacred Sword 7 stars. Thanks for reminding me of Dragon Rulers. Now here's one of the really cool reprints, and that was Summoner's Art. This was actually needed a little while ago, but I guess better late than never, Konami. It's a really good card because you get to search a level 5 or lower, or higher, normal monster from your deck and add it to your hand. So it really does help. I've been considering making a Dark Paladin version of Pendulum Magicians, but I just haven't been able to get it to flow correctly on Yugioh Pro, where I do a lot of my testing. So if I get one Dark Paladin out, they die. But if you guys have a deck list for something like that, please run it my way. I'm always willing to do a deck profile of it. I definitely have the cards for that. Then I have a Mystical Space Typhoon. Thanks for the 50th reprint, now that Twin Twister's out. Goat format, hell yeah. Forbidden Dress, wish it was a Forbidden Lance, would have been nice. Polymerization, that's pretty good with Falafels now, but I don't have 500 copies of this now. Terraforming, also have 500 copies of this by now. If you don't have it, if you don't have these two, it's nice to have now. It's nice to have a newer print of the two. Pendulum back, I've heard people were going to try and tech this. Don't know how well it's been working out because I'm not more of a Pendulum guy. I'm more of an anti-meta guy myself. Then we have Powerful Rebirth. Powerful Rebirth is a really cool card, but I just don't see it played very much. I like the art, but hey. Trap Tricks Nightmare Trap Hole, that was a great reprint. Happy they reprinted that. A lot of people, they're going to say they're not going to play it because it's a common. But hey, for a guy like me who doesn't really care about rarity, great card. Then you get, sorry I dropped that, a Torrential Tribute. I think this is going to be played a lot more. I think it should actually go back to 2 because of all the quick swarm that you have on board. They've already shown that Raigeki is not a bad card. They've shown the Dark Hole is not a bad card. So why not Torrential Tribute at 2? Maybe 3. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but maybe 3. Eradicator Epidemic Virus, becoming one of my favorite trap cards that I wish would go back to 2 because of the current format. I know that it gives a lot of knowledge, and I know that it gives a lot of advantage if you call the right thing, but it really, really helps. You contribute 1 Dark Monster with 2,500 attack or more, and then pick spells or traps. Look at your opponent's hand and all of their back row, and send all spells or traps, whichever one you call, to the grave. So it really, really helps out with that. And then finally, you get 1 Rune Eyes Pendulum Dragon by buying this. Pretty good card, nice art. I think it was printed in the star pack before this, so it's already had a common reprint. But overall, I think this had some really good reprints. I think that they did a very good job on this. I wish they would have added a couple of different cards into this, but I mean, overall, good job. But anyways, guys, this is Dark Arm Duels. Now I'm going to be separating out the rest of these from the good to the bad. But this is Dark Arm Duelist, and I will catch you guys later. I'm out.